Good morning and happy Vlogmas day 13. So another car one again this morning because it's Friday and it's my early start day. So I've got about 20 minutes before I actually have to start officially, but there's breakfast in the staff room this morning, so I might go in and see what's on offer. I have technically already had my breakfast though, so I don't know if that's a bit piggish. I don't know, we will see. But I need to get myself a coffee, and then we've got buddy readers in the library this morning, so I'll be looking after that for a little bit. So I brought my advent calendar opening to be done this morning with me here. So it's just Beckin's sewing studio today, and then today I've just got to go and pick up the Christmas tree straight after work. So I'm going to put the seats down in the back, get that done and take it back home again, and then I can pick the boys up after I've dropped it off, and then we will be dressing it tonight, so I'm hoping to get a little bit of footage of us dressing the tree, because that's always nice to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Simon still hasn't taken the snooker table down as yet, so hopefully he'll do that before we bring the tree into the house, because yeah, that is right in the middle and it takes up lots of space. I'm actually looking forward to that getting put down, because the boys do play on it quite a bit, but then it goes quiet and we're having the quiet period again, so they're not really using it all that much. But yeah, just want to say thank you very much for all your lovely comments yesterday about my my penguin top. Yeah, I really enjoyed wearing that, and I've been told that the adhesive stuff is actually called Heat and Bond, and I think it's the light version that I use, Heat and Bond Light. You can get it from most haberdashery shops, and it is available on Amazon as well if you cannot find it anywhere else. And it comes in, I think you can get it in a roll, or you can get it in just like a packet format where it's folded and stuff, but it's dead good stuff. So I highly recommend that. And also thank you very much for letting me know what the gloss is actually used for. So you've told me that it's actually to be used for putting the thread through when you're doing hand sewing, so it glides through the fabric, which is absolutely perfect, because obviously I have to hand sew up the back of my bears, and that sometimes can be quite difficult depending on what type of fabric I'm using. Sometimes it goes beautifully and it really does join up really nicely, but then other times it's a little bit because of the type of fabric. So that would be really nice to ensure that it doesn't get knotted or anything and it glides through any fabric that I'm using. So that would definitely get used. So thank you very much for letting me know what that was. Right, so let's get opening this then. So obviously I haven't showed you what I'm wearing today, but I have got fully me made on today actually. I'm wearing my Lara Sana truffle coat, which is like my rain mac, and this fabric is quite funky, but it's a muted colour tone, because you can get it in a brighter colour tone. And this one I got from Textile Express, and then this fabric was gifted to me by a friend, and then I've got my what's this? It's the Blackwood cardigan on, the mustard one by Helen's Closet, and then I've actually got another Colette Minetta dress on, so seamwork Minetta, which I made, which I think it might have been my first one that I made actually, and this one I really like. It's actually made in a French terry, so I'll show it you properly later, but as you can see, that's the kind of fabric that I've got on. So the mustard cardigan goes with the flowers in it really nicely. Yeah, it's a French terry, and this one was where I used the clear elastic around the waistline, and it really did work really well, so it liked this fabric. So I might make another one in French terry fabric, because it's quite a nice weight for it. Yeah, and I really enjoy wearing this one, and I've put a neckband on again, the same with this one, but this one I did add a little bit of length onto the bodice itself, so it comes down slightly lower on me, but it looks really nice, and I've got it knee length, and I'll show it you in full a little bit later on today. But I've not worn it in a while actually, so it's nice to get it out the wardrobe. I think doing sort of a me made December is making me look in my wardrobe at what I've got to wear to work. Yeah, so I did have another dress that I did wear to work quite regularly, which was my triple tuck smock dress by Sew Different Patterns, and it was the one I made for Christmas last year. It was a very dark navy needle cord with like coral sort of florals on it, but it does look black, and I wasn't overly keen on it, so it was just mainly getting worn to work. But I actually ended up ripping the sleeve because I bent down in my bedroom and I got it caught on the back of the wardrobe door, and it just ripped open like a letter. Yeah, and just looked absolutely awful. So I haven't done anything with that yet, because I don't know if I'm like that precious over it to fix it, because my friend Jackie, she suggested maybe making the sleeves like shorter, like little cap sleeves. So there was that option, because it is quite a long kind of short sleeve one. Or I just might use that fabric for something else, and upcycle it and then make a whole new one, because I just found the fabric was a little bit dark for me. Right, I'm waffling, so let's get into this. It's a really flat one today. I'll just make sure I've got 13. I have got 13. The only reason I say that is because I thought when I picked it up it was a lumpy one, but obviously not. Right, ooh, what's this? Very flat. Oh, it's a sticker. Make beautiful things. How lovely is that? That's really, really nice. So that will be going on my sewing machine probably, or something like that. I've actually had some of her stickers before, and I've got them on my sewing machine case, the plastic case. So yeah, that would probably go on my sewing machine actually, or something like that, or maybe on the cases again. But thank you very much for that, Becky. That's really, really nice. I do like a sticker. Right then, I am going to get on into work, get myself a coffee, see what's on offer in the breakfast room, and then get started on my day. So yeah, I can't believe there's only 5 working days left next week. So I've got quite a busy week next week because I'll be needing to get all the like cold meats, the cheeses, more drinks in, you know, all the things that are perishable and that you need to get a bit closer to the time. So that's going to be a few errands that I need to do next week. It's not as easy this year because I'm not available in the day as much, but you know, and I think Simon's hopefully going to get the cheeses because we go to a place in Melton called the Melton Cheese Board, and they do such an array of cheeses, and they do pork pies, pickles, you know, and things like that. So my boys love pickles, as you know, because they obviously have a plateful when they go to the pub. And actually Simon's actually going to buy a big jar of pickled eggs for Thomas because he loves pickled eggs. He's the only one that does. Ugh, I'm not keen. Oh, and also I did find day 1 of Becca's sewing studio this morning. It was in my bag. How it got in there, I do not know, but I was searching for my lanyard this morning because I couldn't find that. I'm always losing things. And then I found that and I was like, oh, well, I found this. And then my lanyard was in my pocket because I didn't wear it yesterday because I didn't want it to go over my penguin. Right, have a good day, everybody, and I will catch you a little bit later on. Bye. Right, I'm off to get the Christmas tree. I've just quickly nipped home, put the seats down in the back and put a cover down so I can keep the car as clean and tidy as possible because it is disgusting weather out there. It's just that horrible fine spitty rain that gets you absolutely soaked. So I'm going to look for a Christmas tree in this horrible weather, so the tree will probably be a bit wet as well. So yeah, hopefully I can find a fairly decent one. Oh, my morning today at work has been a bit crazy. So this newsletter that I've taken on, I've got it all up to date with where I was at with it, with people's contributions and that kind of thing, and I logged in this morning and guess what, it was gone, completely gone. Everything that I've been working on this week had gone for no reason whatsoever, because this Microsoft Sway system, it automatically saves it, so I don't understand where it's disappeared to. So I had to redo it all today. I even had the IT guy on it and he couldn't find it, and he said that he'd read that other people had experienced these problems and stuff like that, but I was just like, I hate glitchy systems and I cannot stand technology when it doesn't work. So that was really quite frustrating. So I think I managed to get it back up to date again with where I was at, and I added a few more contributions from today. But then as I was logging out, I thought, right, I'm going to try logging back in just to make sure it's, to double check that it's still there. And then the old one was there and not the new one that I'd done. I don't even know what was going on. So then I thought, oh, okay, fine. So I logged back out again and tried logging back in again. And there was the new one and the old one wasn't there again. So I don't know which version I'm going to get when I log in on Monday. So we will see. But, you know, I have availability Monday to do it again if it's not going to be there or whatever, but I just hope this isn't going to happen frequently because it's been fine all this week whilst I've been adding all my contributions and things to it. So yeah, that was quite annoying. But anyway, I've only got literally the Monday to do it next week because and the Tuesday I think, because just the Monday, because Tuesday and Wednesday I'm actually out on some school trips. They've got some reward trips for the children, so that's going to be really lovely to go along on that. One's a cinema trip and one's a 10-pin bowling trip, so yeah, looking forward to that. Year 10 for the cinema trip and year 8 for the bowling trip, and then Thursday is our Christmas meal day, so it's going to be quite a busy week next week, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Right, I should better get on then and go and get this Christmas tree, otherwise I will be getting told off by the boys later. So I'm going to go and see if I can find maybe a 5 to 6 foot one. So fingers crossed they've got some decent ones left, because as I've been told by everybody, I'm quite late. Well, I don't think I am really. A lot of people do it 1st of December, but I like to do it, you know, about sort of halfway through December, and that's where we are. So anyway, right, I shall see you shortly. Right, I'm going to share with you my Me Made outfit for today then. So like I said earlier, I have got on the truffle coat by Lara Sanna, and I absolutely love this. I'm really proud of this make. It's my first sort of dabble into adult outerwear. I have done a few for the boys before, so that kind of gave me an idea of how it kind of worked. But yeah, I'm truly pleased with how this turned out, and I do wear it quite a bit actually. It is just for sort of light rain shower. I certainly wouldn't be wearing it out as a waterproof, because it's definitely not waterproof, but it's definitely showerproof. And I just think it's a fun little jacket really. So it's got a really big hood, which is great, as you can see. And it's fully lined, this coat, so yeah, it's got zip and a popper placket, so I will just sort of pan you down so you can see. I think it's got raglan sleeves. Yes, it has. It's got raglan sleeves, so that was a really nice, easy insertion. It's got the popper guard, kind of goes over the top like that, and then it's got the zip on the inside there. And then it's fully lined, so I've got this lovely green lining which sort of corresponds, or I keep saying corresponds, it coordinates with the sunglasses on the funky ladies on the outside. And then if I just lower you down a little bit more, you can see it's got some pockets on the front. It's quite a long one as well, so not really long, but long enough to go over my bum. And I really like the A-line shape of it. I can't remember what size I made of this, but I have done a full review on this pattern on my YouTube channel if you are interested. It was a really simple make. Yeah, and I really enjoyed making it. And this particular fabric, which I said was from Textile Express, it was quite difficult to sew with because it kept skipping stitches. So I had to use a Microtex needle, and I kept having to replace the needle all the time to make sure it was super sharp. And I had to use polyester thread. It didn't like cotton, you know, just standard sort of 100% cotton thread, because I do have some of that as well, and it didn't like it. The pockets are fully lined as well on the inside. Yeah, and I really like the fit on this. It's nice and roomy, as I've got my cardigan and my dress on underneath, and I can fit a jumper on underneath it as well. So yeah, it's just a really nice shape, and there's plenty of room in it, which is great. So yeah, that's my truffle coat then by Lara. And then I've got on my Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan in this mustard jersey fabric, which I got from Guthrie and Garney, and I wear this one a lot as well. And I made this in a medium in the original pattern sizing, which they had released, so I don't know what this is in the new pattern sizing range. And then I've got it on with my first Colette Moneta dress, or Seamwork Moneta, I keep saying Colette Moneta, and this is the one where I've lengthened the bodice slightly, so it does sit slightly lower on my waist, but it sits kind of at my natural waist. So yeah, it's dead comfortable. And this one gathered really, really nicely, if I pan you down, with the clear elastic. So the gathering is really easy, even all the way around. And I really like it. And I've got it on with a neckband, and I really like that. And the sleeves just come, you know, down to sort of my elbows. Yeah, and I really, really love this outfit. Oh, sorry, I didn't pan you back so you could see the full length of it. Is that low enough? I don't know, perhaps not. But yeah, just down to my knees. And the cardigan, I forgot to mention, I do take a little bit of length off that. I think I take about 2 inches off it, so it does sit slightly shorter to how the pattern is supposed to, but I just prefer that length, because if I'm wearing it with coats, I don't want it to sit out at the bottom of the coat. And I've got just bare legs today, but I do have clear tights on, and then my trusty grey ankle boots. So that's what I'm wearing today. Yeah, so that's my outfit for you. Right, I've got the tree. I managed to pick up, I think it was about a 5-foot one, I think. There wasn't a lot left to choose from, so it was slim pickings really, because, you know, I am late apparently with this tree getting. But yeah, I'm really happy with the one I picked up. It's more bushy kind of down the bottom than it is at the top, but I think it will be absolutely fine. There's enough you know, twigs on there for the baubles and stuff. So hopefully we will be dressing that later this evening. If we do, I will definitely share it and put some music over the top and speed it up, you know, of us dressing it. And yeah, I'll show you the finished tree once it's done. I very much doubt that we'll be putting any more decorations up today. We will probably do that on Sunday, because we are out tomorrow at Simon's parents' house, because I haven't seen them for ages. I haven't seen them since September, which is when Simon's birthday was, but that's because I think I had the dressmaker's ball in between, so I couldn't go down on the day that they were going down then, and then I was poorly, so the other time I couldn't go down, me and Harry stayed home and we're both not very well. So yeah, it'd be lovely to catch up with them. So yeah, that's it for now then. I'm going to go and pick the boys up from school, come back, probably sort the dinner out, and then we'll get the tree sorted, and then hopefully I will share that with you. But yeah, that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Right, we've got the tree up, but as you can see, the snooker table is still up. So we've got the decorations at the loft, haven't we, Harry? and we now need to decorate it, but whether that's going to happen tonight is another matter.
It will.
You want to do it tonight, but the table's in the way and Simon's not feeling all that great tonight,
But
so...
I know how to move it because I know how we put it up.
Well, we shall see because it's mega heavy. But I'm going to turn the camera around just so you can see the tree because it's actually quite nice and bushy and full, so bear with. So here's our tree. It's got a massive bit at the top. I think that might need just trimming a little bit. It's a bit high, that long stick bit, yeah. But the actual tree itself is really a good size and it's nice and bushy. Because last year we had quite a bit of bare branches at the bottom, but it's completely, you know, covered in its fur. So that's great, yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting that decorated. Fabulous, but we just need to move this. Yes, this is taking up all the room, isn't it, Harry? Yeah, so it's got to go down. Harry's on a mission, but don't you start cutting it down yet. Wait a minute.